Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Okay, I've had this skirt in my collection and I've been thinking of what to do with it, so I decided to turn it into an A-line dress. So the first thing I did was fold the skirt into two equal parts, making sure there are no folds underneath, kind of like prepping it before putting in my measurements. Okay, now the first measurement I'm inserting is my length. I wanted to determine the length of the dress I'm going to be making, and for my length usually I go with 40 to 41 inches, and from there I now went ahead to put in my shoulder measurement, which is 15 inches divided by 2, 7.5 plus half inch for uh the sleeve. And I went ahead to put in my neck width, which is 4 inches, and my neck dip, which is also 4 inches, and I'm going to connect it to make a U neckline. So this is a freehand method of cutting an airline dress. Okay, so you can just go with the flow. The next thing I did was come down by 1 inch, which is the normal shoulder slope. Don't forget a human shoulder is not straight. The next measurement I put in was to our armhole measurement, which is 8 inches. I usually like going with my shoulder measurement divided by 2, and I took in my midpoint from the armhole and gave it a slant, okay, for the armhole cuff. So the next thing I did was to put in my bust measurement under that armhole line, and I added some extra ease allowance, which is 2 to 3.5. You can decide to do 2, you can decide to do 3 inches. Don't forget this is an airline dress, so you need some ease. Okay, you need some ease, it has to flow. Okay, the next thing, from that bust point I just drew a slanted line straight to the hem of my dress. Okay, it's an airline, it doesn't really need all the shaping. Okay, so that is just it. The next thing I did was put in my back neck dip. All right, so the back neck, I didn't want it to be as low as the front neckline. So that is just pretty much it for the drafting, the freehand cutting of our airline dress. It's a very simple and easy dress to cut and make. Okay, it doesn't really need shaping like you've seen. You just, once you get your bust measurement, you want to give it a straight cut down to the M line. Okay, and so I'm cutting out two pieces, the back and the front together. Now the good thing with this skirt is that we made it with pockets. Okay, so I'm just going to insert that pocket in my dress. All right, I love my dresses to come with pockets. Okay, so now we're done cutting our back and front piece. Now we want to this is our back piece, as you can see, and this is our front piece. So our A-line dress is more or less ready to be sewn. So this, I'm going to insert my pocket to the side of our dress and insert our zipper, okay, on the zip line there at the back. Let's get sewing. So now the first thing we want to do is join our shoulder line. Okay, join the shoulder of our front piece to the back piece. All right, right side facing each other. So we're also gonna do the same thing to this other parts of the dress. Right side facing each other. And we're gonna sew it together. So we're done joining our shoulder. The next thing we want to do is attach our sleeve. So let's get to this sleeve cutting part of this lesson. For our sleeve, we're going to be using this beautiful black lace fabric, and we're going to be folding it like so. The next thing we're going to be doing is put in our round arm measurement. For our round arm measurement, we're putting in 9 inches, and we're going to be putting in the length of our sleeve we want to work with. Then we're working with 6 inches length, and we're putting in 2 extra inches for hemming, okay, and the joining of our sleeve, and we're connecting the lines. Now we're putting in a cap sleeve eyes, and we're going to form our arm curve. The next thing we're putting is our bicep measurement, okay, which is 14 inches divided by 2, 7 plus 1 inch, which made it 8. Okay, and we're going to cut out our sleeve. Please, for your sleeve, you want to be dividing your circumferences by 2, okay, not by 4 like your bust and your hips. You're dividing your sleeve circumference by 2. All right, whatever it is you're working on, be it the elbow circumference, the wrist circumference, all should be divided by 2. So now we're cutting out the second piece of our sleeve. It's going to be a short sleeve, okay? If you're working with a longer length, please don't forget to put in the depth of your elbow if you're working with an elbow length, the depth of your wrist if you're working with a long sleeve. All right. So now it's time for us to fix our sleeve to our armhole. All right. What you want to do is get the midpoint of your sleeve. After cutting your sleeve, you want to give it a notch at the midpoint. All right. So we're going to start sewing from the midpoint of the sleeve attached to the midpoint of the armhole. Now we've turned to this other part of the armhole and we continue sewing. All right. Now we're done attaching our sleeve to our armhole, and the next step there is to fold our hemline. Okay, I want to fold our hemline to give it a nice and neat finishing. So guys, we're done attaching our sleeve to our dress. Now we are going to head straight to inserting our zip. Now to fix our zip, we went ahead to join our 2 zipper allowance together with a loose stitch so we can fix our zip. So guys, we're done fixing our zip. Please, if you don't understand this process, you may want to go back to our previous lessons where we detailed lessons where we showed how to fix your zipper. Okay, now we are going to fix the pockets to our dress. Okay, soon guys, I'm going to drop a detailed lesson on how to fix your pockets, your inner pockets to your dress or any clothing. So guys, we're done joining our pockets to our dress. Now it's time for us to shape our dress, our A-line dress. So firstly, we want to put in our bicep measurement, which is 14 inches. And from that bicep measurement, you're going to shape it all the way down. Okay. Already we calculated the ease we wanted for our dress, and we're supposed to sew like 1 inch to 1.5 inches. So that is what we are doing right now. We don't really need A-line dress. It does not really need shaping. It's a flowing dress. Okay, it doesn't really need all the shaping hassle. So you just need to, once you know, calculate the allowance and the ease you want to work with, you just need to shape it all the way down. Now we are joining our pockets down to the M line of our A-line dress. Already, since our skirt was already made, so we don't really need to hem our dress anymore. It made our dress sewing process a very quick and easy one. So as you can see, the M line was already done. So that's the amazing thing about recycling. So guys, we're almost done with our dress. We just want to pipe the neck of our dress now, and our dress is ready. Please, if you're yet to watch a detailed lesson where we showed you how to pipe your neckline, please you want to go back to that lesson so you get a proper understanding on how to go about this process. Okay guys, please, if you're yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do so. If you like this video or any of our videos that we've shared so far, please like and drop your comments. Okay, now we are done, almost done with our dress, and all we did here was just fold the piped neckline. We just folded the bias tape to give our neckline a clean finishing. Okay guys, we have come to the end of this lesson. We are just finishing up our piped neckline. The next thing we want to do is just iron it out, and you're good to go. All right, thank you guys for staying up to this point in this lesson, and see you in my next lesson. Bye.